pandemic up until Miss Universe, and I never took a break. So maybe I'll hold the law school for a sem, and then I'll take a short break, and then I'll continue with law school.
So you're really going to law school?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of years, a lot of commitment.
Yes. So enjoy seeing me now, because when I do law school, I will be here for a while.
Where are you going to study?
Maybe in Cebu.
Ay, Cebu. So ilang years pa yon?
4 to 5 years.
Wow! Attorney Bea Gomez.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Wow, I wish you all the best. I admire you for pursuing that. What made you decide na gusto mo ituloy yung pagiging abogado?
I realized that I will be able to do a lot of things other than doing because I said I wanted to do masters in social psychology, right, for the foundation. But then I've already been doing that even without my masters, and I feel like I can do more things with law. So that's why I decided to pursue law instead.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Anyway, your comments on two Filipinas representing the Philippines in Miss Universe. You have Celeste, of course, and RBonney. How do you think the crowd will be cheering for both of them or what?
Yes, definitely, especially the Filipino fans. With Celeste, she's been working really hard right now. I saw all her trainings. She's very passionate and driven. I'm hoping the best for Celeste. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like, Celeste is gonna get it this year for us. Or Bonnie, a lot of people have been tagging me, telling me that I look like her.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
Yes.
true. Yes, a little some features.
Yeah, I guess I have another shot for Miss Universe this year again in the image of RBonney. So I wish her all the best as well.
So nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Miss Naya.
All right, Miss USA RBonney Gabriel. I am so proud to say half Filipino and proud to be half Filipino. Hello from Manila.
Hello, Mabuhay Philippines. I am so happy to be here on this interview.
RBonney, congratulations. I've been watching so many of your interviews and your winning moments. I'm curiously going to ask you, do you speak a lot of Filipino words? Did your dad talk to you in Tagalog when you were young or not really?
No, konti lang, pero gusto ko matuto. Nag-aaral. So I'm trying my best. I listen to a lot of Go Filipino podcasts on Spotify and YouTube, but I always make fun of my dad. I'm like, why didn't you teach me Tagalog? It's so much harder now that I'm older learning it.
I super love that you're so proud of our Filipino culture. Now tell us, since you won, where are you and what have you been doing?
Oh my gosh. Well, I won last Monday in Reno, Nevada, at the Grand Sierra Hotel Resort. And the day after, I stayed in the hotel and we did my first official photo shoot with my Team USA. And then the next day, I flew straight to LA with all my 5 suitcases. And I've been in LA ever since, doing interviews and setting up meetings and planning training for Miss Universe.
So can you share a little bit about who is in your team? Do you have a stylist or do you style yourself? Do you have hair and makeup? Right? Tell us about the team that composes RBonney's winning crown.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's a collaborated effort. The Miss USA team basically provides me with team members and all the resources to succeed and do well at Miss Universe and during my reign. There's a stylist, there's PR, there's coaching, there's training. I mean, there's really everything. I feel very blessed to have the Miss USA team on my side.
Yeah, doing a good job. Okay, so your dad, your dad is Pinoy. I saw his video. Your mom is Texan, and I just love how you incorporated your Filipino side in your pageant journey. Now, was this always your plan to show your Asian side?
I would say I stepped into it more as I got older, and through pageantry and coaching and doing a lot of self-reflection on who I am and what I want to bring forward in pageantry and to others in life. I think it really taught me the message that I should share with people where I've come from, what my roots are, and who I am. I learned that through pageantry. So I have always been a proud Filipina Texan, but I would say I'm so much more vocal about it now because I'm seeing the response that people are giving me, that are sending me messages that I'm an inspiration to them. So I just want to fully embrace who I am and continue to share my story and my roots with everybody.
Yes. Are you getting a lot of messages from Filipinos here from the Philippines and also Filipinos in the United States?
Yes, absolutely. As you know, Filipinos love pageantry. So I have an amazing support system and the best messages from Filipinos all around the world.
It's going to be really interesting in New Orleans because, as you know, the Filipino audience is one of the loudest, and so of course we have our Miss Philippines, but now we have RBonney, so it's going to be really interesting to see how the crowd is going to cheer. That should be like really exciting.
Oh my gosh, yes. Even in Reno, Nevada, there was a lot of Filipinos and Asians cheering in the crowd. I could hear them from the stage. They were going, "Go Texas, go Texas." And it was just a great energy to have while I was on stage performing.
I love all your outfits, honestly, like especially your interview outfit, of course, made a lot of noise. And you actually did a lot of your outfits, right? So I was going to ask you, going into the Miss Universe in New Orleans, are you planning or do you have even time to make a few outfits? Are you planning to do some pieces? And where do you draw your inspiration? And how does the creative process come about for you? Can you share about that?
Yes, I'm going to carve out time to make at least a few outfits. I feel like that's mandatory. I absolutely want to because it's a dream come true to go to Miss Universe. And I tell myself I have to make time to at least make 2 or 3 outfits. And where I draw my inspiration from, I mean, it comes from so many things day to day. The ideas kind of just pop in my head, whether I go to the fabric store and I find a color or a texture I really like, or if I go to the thrift store and I see a suit or a dress that I'm really drawn to how it looks and the color of it. And then I just kind of start planting a seed of ideas in my mind, and I go to the sketchbook and start sketching from there. And it really just happens organically.
Amazing. I love how you use also reusable pieces and recyclable pieces. Who got you into designing? Like, how did this interest start? As well as your interest in sewing, because to me that's you don't hear about that too often now. Women into sewing, and you're even teaching sewing. So who influenced you?
Well, it started when I was in high school at about age 15. My mom actually sewed my church outfits growing up in my Halloween costumes. So that's where that was introduced to me. And her and I would go vintage thrift shopping, and I would find really unique pieces that maybe didn't fit me. And I would want to make them fit and put my own twist on them. So that's when I started enrolling in sewing classes in my neighborhood to design my own pieces. And after I made my first few dresses, I was hooked. I said, this is what I love doing. I felt like I found my passion at a very young age. And then fast forward to now, I have my own clothing line that's sustainable by the name RBonney Nola. And I also teach sewing classes because I want to give back to people and provide opportunities for others to succeed as well.
That's really incredible. I wanted to ask you both about your line, RBonney Nola. What kind of pieces? Although I've been looking through your Instagram and seeing the wonderful creations you have there. And also you're teaching sewing to the community. Who are these women and what have been some of the results that have come out from your showing them this skill?
Well, yes. So in my hometown, Houston, I work at a nonprofit organization where I teach sewing classes to women that have survived from human trafficking or domestic violence. And these women have an interest in fashion, but they just need the tools to learn how to do it. So I'm the lead sewing instructor there, and I start them off from day one to learn how to make a pillow, and then we make a headband, and I kind of just introduce them to the whole world of sewing. And they don't need experience at all. I'm here to just teach them how to succeed. So not only am I giving them resources and tools and new knowledge, but it's giving them a sense of community and also being a mentor to these women and helping them believe in themselves and realize they have so much potential, really. And
Fantastic.
yeah.
But if someone doesn't really have the kind of like, skill to sew, is it something that can be learned? Like even if you have no interest in it, I'm really curious.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of the women that I do teach, they don't have any background or experience in sewing. And I tell them,
Mhm.
hey, that's why I'm here. I start them from day one. They don't need experience at all, but it's really takes patience and an open mind to learn. And that's what I've realized through this program. If the women are willing to learn, they can really succeed in life if they apply themselves.
Nice. And your brand RBonney Nola, tell us what kind of pieces do you have, and where do you sell your clothes?
So I sell my clothes online at RBonneyNola.com. I have a sustainable t-shirt that comes in black and white. And it says, if not
Mhm.
now, then when, which is my
I
favorite
saw that.
thing.
Yes.
Yes. And since Miss USA, I'm so happy to say that a lot of people have been buying the shirts. And that makes me so happy because that message is so important. If not now, then when, to go after your dreams or your goals or your aspirations in life.
Nice. Now, talking about the Miss Universe, as you prepared for all the pageants that you joined, who were some of the queens that you looked up to?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. I love Catriona Gray. I love how she speaks and how she's elevated her career even after pageantry. I love
Mm-hmm.
Olivia Culpo. She's our last Miss Universe from the
Yes.
USA, and
Yeah.
she is a powerhouse. I love looking at her style and listening to her interviews as well. And I would say those are the two that I have been studying lately, but there's so many.
All right. So, have you been in touch with any of the 80 plus candidates? I know there's sort of like a chat group that is created. Are you interacting with any of the candidates right now?
Not yet. I'll have to join that chat group actually. It's just been so crazy. We have been so busy, but I really look forward to meeting all the contestants and I hope I can at least have a conversation with each one of them at Miss Universe.
I was speaking to the Philippines National Director Shamsi Supsup the other day at an event, and she said she's so excited for you to meet our Bea Gomez. And I spoke to Bea, and she said that she's so thrilled that people have been tagging her that she looks a little bit like you. And so she says, "Oh, I'm joining the Miss Universe again." Have you followed Bea? Did you watch her competition last year when she placed top 5?
Oh, absolutely. And I have seen a few of those video clips. I would love to meet her in person. We've sent a few DMs back and forth. So hopefully when I visit the Philippines in December, I can meet her.
Yeah. What about Celeste Cortesi, our Miss Philippines USA, Miss Philippines Universe? Do you know anything about her? Have you communicated with her or not yet?
We haven't communicated. We follow each other on Instagram, so I think we're liking each other's stuff. And I'm a fan of her. Any Filipina I admire. So I love what she's doing. I love her photo shoots. And she is definitely one of the queens I'm looking forward to meeting in person.
I love your tenacity, your determination. I was reading your story how you were first runner up in 3 or 4 pageants, and but still you pushed through. What gave you, or who gave you the idea to just keep on, or did it come from yourself? Because a lot of women could have said, well, I've tried 3 times. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Every time I got first runner up, it was definitely very hard and I had to reevaluate if I wanted to keep going. But I think with anything in life, something that's valuable is worth fighting for. And if I would have won on my first try, I think it would have been too
Mm,
easy. I loved the challenge and I loved that I was able to pick myself back up and come back stronger each and every time.
nice, nice. I'm sure you must have surrounded yourself with a lot of positive people as well who believed in you. That's really that's don't you think that's really important?
Oh, I think your circle and your support system is so important. You need those people cheering you on, and we have to be cheerleaders for our friends too. I think that's what it's all about. I could never do this alone.
I admired how you answered the controversy, after you won. People were saying that you knew ahead of time that you're winning, but you didn't seem to let it bother you. How are you staying strong now? When you hear talk like that, it's not always fun.
It is not fun. And I just want to tell everybody, I mean, I would never enter a competition that I know is rigged, because I think that would be a disservice to myself. I love hard work. I love a hardworking story. And that would also be a disservice to the contestants, to my
Yes.
family, to my team that has poured so much into me and to training. And as I'm representing Filipino Americans and Asian Americans in my country, I would never want to do a disservice to them either. So I just want everybody to know I'm staying above the negativity, and I'm really looking forward to all the opportunities in store.
Wonderful. Now, I also heard you say that you have visited the Philippines a lot. Was that in your younger years, like when you were a toddler? Tell us about your visits here.
Well, my
And were you
parents,
with your parents? You were with your
yes.
parents?
So every time it's been with my parents, my dad loves going. We can never get him to fly back home. He'll stay a month at a time. And I've just been really fortunate to grow up visiting the Philippines, because my mom worked for the airlines. So we would go
Oh,
every
I
chance we
see.
got. hmm So I think I've been about 5 to 7 times throughout my life. And the last time I went was in 2018, before COVID, with my parents. And I really, really am looking forward to going back. I want to visit more of the islands.
What do you like most about the Philippines? What are some of the things that you remember from your visits?
Well, everyone is so hospitable. I will say that. Everybody makes me feel so special.
That's
I
true.
love the food, the street food, the
Street
taho.
food.
Yeah.
Oh, you like taho?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. Any other Filipino food favorites that you like to come back to when you're here?
Oh, ensamada every day. That is my absolute favorite. Ensamada and buko pandan.
Oh my gosh, you are a true Filipina. So now, RBonney, you know what? I look at the pageant blogs. You always seem to be in the top favorites, pre-pageant favorites for Miss Universe. So how does that make you feel?
That honestly, it makes me feel good. I definitely want to be on the radar for everybody, but I remind myself I still have so much work to do, and I need to prove it to the judges, especially.
Well, you said that you love hard work. To prepare for the Miss Universe, what are some of the other things that you think you need to work on to be able to win the crown? What areas of yourself?
I would say it's continuing the training, working out in the gym and staying healthy, and really just keeping my mindset positive as challenges come my way and I'm very busy, or maybe some days I don't get to sleep enough. It can be a little bit stressful, but as long as I maintain a good positive mindset, I think that's the best way for me to go into the competition and go into the interview room to show the judges who I truly am.
Are you going to be wearing a Filipino inspired outfit in the very important preliminary interview?
I am not sure yet. If it's not in the interview, it's going to be at some point in the competition. I'm just not really sure yet. I have to get with the team and see how we want to go about our game plan and everything.
Yeah. Now I'm going a little bit forward here, but should you win Miss Universe, what mission would you like to accomplish, and if you were to win that crown?
Well, it would amplify my voice as using fashion as a force for good. Everyone knows that I'm a designer, but I want to share with people the impact I'm making within my career, whether that's through my sustainability with my fashion line, RBonney Nola, or continuing to expand my sewing workshops to give underserved communities the opportunity to learn something unique and something new. And I just share the message with everyone. I think we all have a place on this earth. We all have a unique talent, but it's up for us to discover it. And I have discovered mine, and I'm here to help other people discover theirs as well.
Nice. Hey, RBonney, I noticed you're super fit. What are some of your fitness secrets?
Well, I have a coach that really pushes me to be
Oh,
strong in ways
really?
I never thought I would. So when I started working out with my trainer, I was lifting like 5 or 10 pound dumbbells, but my trainer pushed
Okay.
me to go to 20, 25 pounds dumbbells. And I guess it's really having that support system. I also eat very, very clean and healthy. And I think that has all been the recipe for success. And honestly, it's just not being too hard on yourself and pushing yourself to the next level, but not being too hard on yourself and your body, and really loving who you are still.
Yes. Is it true that you're coming to the Philippines in December with Smile Train?
It's true, and I'm looking forward to it.
Wow, really? So what are you going to be working with the children? How much time are you going to be spending here?
I don't know the exact time because that will be right before Miss Universe in January. So I'm not sure the exact dates, but Smile Train is the largest cleft-based organization. So I know I'll be primarily going for that reason, but I look forward to hopefully connecting with designers and photographers in Manila and hopefully setting up some photo shoots. So my team and I are working on that right now.
Nice. Well, finally, just a message to the many Filipinos who are following in you, who admire you, who are inspired by you, not just here, but all over the world.
Wow, well, I would say thank y'all all so much for pouring your heart into me, for all of the support, for rooting for me. I read those messages. They pick me up when I'm on a bad day. They make me feel so amazing. So maraming salamat for all of the support. I love you all. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, thank you so much, RBonney. It's been so fun to talk to you. Thank you for sharing more of yourself. And I look forward to meeting you, hopefully in December and again in New Orleans at the Miss Universe.
Oh, I hope so. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Okay. There you have it. Miss USA Universe, RBonney Gabriel. Thank you. See you next time.
Thank you. Okay. See you next time. Have a good day.